Imagine you can create an entire content plan using AI in just a few minutes. Well, now you can because I created a simple AI content strategy so you can just copy me instead. This entire video is going to go through the A through Z process of how I create content plans, topical maps, and how easy it is to go through the process of creating something where you know what to create week by week or day by day. For those who don't know, my name is Eddie. Super pumped to help you throughout this entire training. And if you have any questions, go ahead and drop those in the comment section. But I'll make sure I leave this entire follow along guide so you can keep that and go along with me. All right, so the first thing that we need to do when it comes to creating our topical or content plan is that we need to get subtopics for our main niche. So you should already know what your niche is and who you're trying to help. From here, the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to start asking the AI tool to generate subtopics related to our main niche. You can use Gemini, Claude, ChatGPT, or really any AI model that you're comfortable with, and you can use that for the entire process. So for this example, we're going to be using stress as a niche, and I'm going to ask it for 5 to 10 subtopics. These subtopics will help narrow down our focus, making sure that we're not trying to cover too much at once. You want to cover one sub area and then move on to another one as you start to build up your content plan. So this is going to help set the foundation for the entire targeted content strategy. So let's go ahead and jump in and use this single prompt. All right, so let's go ahead and enter the prompt into ChatGPT, and I'm going to be using the stress management or stress niche. Cool. So we have 5 different subtopics within the niche. We got stress management techniques, stress and mental health, work-related stress, stress and physical health, stress in relationships. So these are pretty good. So what I recommend as you're doing this is that you either have a document or you have a notes app and you're writing these things down so you can keep them as a reference. So now that we have our subtopics ready, we need to develop our pillar content for a subtopic. So remember, we're going to jump into one sub area first and then move on to other ones as we continue our content plan. With this process, we're going to ask the AI to provide us 5 pillar topics for our subtopic that we chose. These are going to be the cornerstone pieces of our entire plan. For example, let's say we're talking about workplace stress relief. A pillar topic could be an example such as the ultimate guide to managing stress at work. From here, we're going to request viral title ideas that are going to be list style articles because that's usually what your cornerstone pieces are going to look like. And this could be something like 10 simple stress relief techniques you can try at your desk. Really, these pillar topics are designed to grab attention and drive engagement, helping your content reach a wider audience. So let's go ahead and jump into this prompt and see what that looks like. All right, so I'm just going to continue with stress in relationships. I'm going to go ahead and insert into this topic for one of the pillar topics here. All right, so these are really good ideas. So I actually like a lot of them. And this is something that I would use for my own list style content, whether it's for YouTube, for blogging, social media. But anyways, people love list style content. So we have one for the pillar topic for stress in relationships. This is going to be the impact of stress on romantic relationships. And we have some list style content here. 7 tips to keep stress from ruining your marriage. 6 habits of couples who manage their stress together. And you can see that these are really, really good. If you want to double check, you can always validate these keywords either using an SEO tool like Ahrefs, SEMrush, Ubersuggest, or you can even just type these things into Google and see if people are actually searching for these keywords. So a lot of these are really good. So again, as you start to collect more information, you can either save this into a document or your project management system or just like a Google Sheet and continues moving forward and finding the perfect keyword ideas or the pillar topics for this example. All right, so we've identified the pillar topics. Now we need to create informational posts that are either going to be how to or some kind of instruction. So again, identify pain points and create how-to statements. So we're going to ask the AI to list 25 pain points from our audience within our sub niche. And these are going to be really key because this is going to help drive more traffic and build a real audience. So the pain points might include overwhelmed by daily tasks or struggling to unwind after work. We're going to convert each of those pain points into a how-to statement. So how to calm your mind after a stressful day. These how-to topics avoid content cannibalization, and it's going to make sure each piece of content stands on its own. So let's go ahead and use that prompt and jump into ChatGPT. So we're going to say, give me 25 pain points from my audience and turn that into how-to statements for the stress in relationships subtopic. So I really like this because it's given us the pain point and then it's given us the how to statement. So this is really powerful. So we have one example of pain point is difficulty communicating when stressed. The how to article is how to communicate effectively with your partner when stress is high. Are you feeling unsupported during stressful times? How to get the support you need from your partner when you're stressed. So you can see that a lot of these are going to have kind of really deep pain points from our audience. If you know what your audience might be searching for, you can also input that in here and then have ChatGPT or any AI model create the how to statement for you. So now we have already probably a list of 40 plus keywords just from this, and we can continue moving forward. So now that we have all the informational content, it's going to be important to come up with some kind of transactional intent content. And this is really for anyone who's pushing products, whether you're an affiliate, whether you have your own products and services or coaching. But we want to generate product category content because this is going to help us also look like an authority within our niche. You want to cover every single thing in your subtopics. So we're going to ask the AI for 5 to 10 best of product category ideas for our subtopic. And the example again for the subtopic is, for example, we could say mindfulness techniques. Then we can get ideas from this AI, such as the best meditation apps to reduce stress. Then these product based topics can drive traffic and affiliate revenue, making our content way more profitable. So, again, this adds more depth to your strategy, allowing you to mix informational with transactional content. So, let's go ahead and use that prompt and see what it looks like. So I went ahead and inputted, give me the 10 transactional intent product categories that start with best of for this subtopic above. So now we're going to have these ideas here. So it gave us 10 transactional intent product categories that start with best of for the related subtopics. So that's going to be best books for improving communication in stressful relationships, best financial planning tools for reducing money stress in relationships, best date night ideas for stress relief, best meditation programs for couples. So these are pretty good. Of course, I mean, they're not like 100% going to make you a ton of money, like, buying books or being an affiliate for books. Maybe counseling service could be a really good one. Maybe some apps. I could also see like meditation programs, but overall, you can actually keep asking the AI for more product category ideas. But this is really good starting point just for this entire sub niche because we still have 5 more areas and even more depending on your industry. So once you've done this, you're going to want to go ahead and repeat this over and over again for all of your other subtopics that we got from the AI tool. And with that said, that should lead with about 200 plus content ideas just using AI. And it's all coming out with authority content, transactional content, and pillar topics. Just with this strategy alone, you should be able to find a ton of different unique categories and topics you can write for the next 6 months or more. Now, I think that this is really important because, again, the approach covers all of the aspects within your niche systematically. And it's really hard to do that with, paid tools. And a lot of people can't afford those paid tools like Ahrefs. I mean, sometimes even for me, it can be really expensive. So I hope that this entire AI content strategy can help you find those ideas that you couldn't find because of these AI tools or SEO tools. So by the end of this, you should have a really solid content plan that's really easy to implement, and you can just start writing or publishing content, whether it's for YouTube, blogging, or social media. So the next thing that we want to do is we need to build out that content plan. So we come up with all of those topics. It's important to start to manage what you're going to publish first. And you can use a project management system like Trello, Asana, ClickUp, or even like Notion. Now, if you want to keep it really, really simple, you can also just use a Google Sheet and track everything there. But I personally like Trello. I like the whole Kanban style of drag and dropping boards and knowing where I'm at. So that's just what works for me. You can find what works for you and stick with that. So, for example, with Trello boards, you can create a list of your subtopics and then have those content ideas for each cards under those subtopic pieces. You can add due dates, you can add labels, you can also add checklist and like blog post checklist or YouTube video plan checklist before you hit publish. And this system allows you to visualize your entire content plan and easily track your progress. So I have an example of one of my old, very old content plan for Trello. And this one is something that I still use for my other credit repair website. Now, this is my Eddie Bai content plan here. We have keyword content ideas as the first card or board. And then we have all of these boards here that contain keyword ideas. And then when I'm ready to write the content, I have a SEO outline preparation. So I make sure that I create the content brief. And then from there, I start writing the content. And then the next step after that is I optimize all my content in WordPress and do any final touches once I've started to write the content. And then from here, I can also do published. So once I've published the content, that gives me an idea of when I need to do an update. So then I have blog post updates and I can just drag and drop these things whenever I want and have that ready to publish. So this is my old content plan. I also have some for YouTube as well. So this is my new YouTube channel where you guys are looking at this right now, where I have my competitors. I have a video idea bank. I have a video topics that are approved, what is currently active, what has been published, and what am I going to repurpose. So you can see that's really powerful when it comes to creating your content plan when you're using AI, because it can be really overwhelming. So try to do that for yourself and see how you can structure your business and your social media content planning. It's going to be really powerful for you. So that is how you create an AI content strategy, so you can just copy me instead. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a comment below. I'll make sure I reply if you have any questions so I can help you out further. And I love interacting with everyone here and talking about AI products and tools and ways you can leverage AI for your social media and content creation business. If you like these videos, you're going to like these other two that YouTube has up here for us. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.